Hi, I'm Stephanie, and this is an Instant with Chef Stephanie Izard. Today, I'm cooking pork satays in my instant air fryer with ClearCook. You can get this recipe and others at Instant Brands Connect app. Let's get cooking. I'm gonna first show you how simple it can be to make these pork satays, really thin cut pieces of pork shoulder on a skewer that we're gonna cook in our air fryer, almost like we're cooking it outside on a grill. You get that great caramelization. I have some pork shoulder that has been in the freezer for about 30 minutes. So you wanna start with a boneless pork shoulder, makes it nice and easy to work with, and just get some nice thin slices. You can hear me cutting right through those ice crystals. So as thin as you can get with your knife, then we're gonna take these and cut them into sort of bite-sized strips. Grab a skewer. What's great with the air fryer is that you don't need to soak the skewers. It doesn't get quite hot enough to burn the skewers as though you were cooking over an open flame, so it makes it nice and easy. We're just gonna get this seasoned up, marinated, and I'll show you how easy it is to cook in the air fryer. Okay, it's time to get our instant air fryer fired up. First, we're just gonna pick air fry. I'm gonna set it to 400 degrees, which I already have, and then move it to 6 minutes because this is such a quick cook with our thin cut pork. While it's preheating, I'm gonna go ahead and get my meat marinated. These are cut so thinly that we just wanna put a little bit of salt on each side. And we're gonna go ahead and use our marinade a little bit on each side as well. I have This Little Goat Went to Hong Kong marinade, one of my favorite marinades. If you don't have this, go ahead and choose one of your favorite meat marinades or barbecue sauces. And go ahead and rub your satays together. An easy way to just spread the marinade on both sides. Most meat marinades have a little bit of sugar in them that caramelizes on the grill or at high heat, and it works so well in the instant air fryer. We'll be able to see all of that caramelization, all of that flavor coming into our pork satays. All right, and the instant air fryer has told me to add food. There's a great display that tells you everything you need to know while you're cooking, whether it's time to add food, flip your food over. Oh, you can hear the sizzling already as I put my satays in. Close it up, it's gonna start cooking. After about 3 minutes, the instant air fryer is gonna tell us that it's time to flip. It tells you it's time to flip your food halfway through, which makes it nice and simple and easy to not forget. So while our pork is starting to cook in the air fryer, we're gonna go ahead and make a dipping sauce. I've got some mayonnaise here and This Little Goat Went to Hong Kong marinade. We're just adding a little bit of it in there, mixing it in nice and well. I love using fruit in my savory food, so we're gonna take some blueberries and give them a hint of marinade so we can add them in with our pork satays when it's time to flip. And let's go ahead and check on our satays and see how they're doing. What's great is because of the window, you can take a look and see how your satays are doing. You can see that marinade sizzling away, see it getting caramelized. This marinade has an intense smell. Any marinade you use, you can smell it from a mile away, but with the integrated filter, you can hardly smell anything in your kitchen until you open it up, and then you're gonna start to salivate a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and flip my satays. I'm gonna go ahead and add in my blueberries with a little extra marinade that's gonna cook right on top. That should be enough. We'll save the rest for later. Close it back up, and it's got just a few more minutes to go. You can see that caramelization continuing. The blueberries look like they're just about to burst. I'm gonna go ahead and get everything ready to serve. So I'm gonna take a little bit of that tasty mayonnaise sauce and put it on the bottom of the plate so the satays can sit right in it, making sure everybody gets a little bit of the tasty sauce. Then I've got some nice steamed rice we're gonna serve on the side. I've got some lettuce wraps, so you could take your satay, put it in a lettuce wrap and have a fun little bite. And I've got some herbs to go on top. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Oh wow, I can hear the satays sizzling. The blueberries have just started to burst. They have all of that sweetness sort of bursting out, all that yummy caramelization that's happened with the high heat of our air fryer. Scooch the blueberries right over the top. What I love is the way that the instant air fryer is set up. I can just put this entire thing right into the dishwasher and not have to worry about it. So even the mess of the blueberries is nothing to worry about, but also all of the fat just gets released down to the bottom. I love when I'm cooking bacon to reserve all of that fat and use it for cooking later. This has some great pork fat in the bottom too that I think I'm gonna save as well. Okay, to finish this off, I've got a little bit of one of my favorite crunchy toppers. We're gonna put a little bit of our This Little Goat Went to New York crunch. It's filled with garlic, a little bit of crispy onions. Then we'll just put a little bit of fresh herbs on top, some fresh mint, some fresh cilantro, or pick your favorite herbs if you love basil. That's one of my favorites as well. And there we go. We've got our pork satays, beautifully caramelized, some great burst blueberries, full of flavor with that high heat from the Instant Pot air fryer. Okay, it's time to make myself a bite, the time I've been waiting for. I've got a piece of lettuce. I'm gonna go ahead and take a little bit of pork off of a skewer. Make sure to get that, a little bit of the dipping sauce, some of the blueberries, a little bit of our crunch. You always want a little bit of everything in the perfect bite. Ooh. Awesome, so many layers of flavor, so many textures. That brightness from the blueberry really brings it all together. There we have it, so quick, simple, and delicious. Don't miss out on more of my recipes. Subscribe to the Instant YouTube channel.